When you really about that gang life, you could only give 1 or 2 warnings. And then after that, you got to follow through. Somebody's going to either end up in jail or dead. Let's hope that 6ix9ine doesn't fall victim to either one of those things. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. As everybody knows, 6ix9ine is supposed to have been in court. For everybody that was thinking it was Monday, it wasn't Monday. For everybody thinking it was supposed to be Tuesday, October 2nd. It wasn't Tuesday, October 2nd. It was actually Wednesday, October 3rd of this, I was about to say 2018 year. He was supposed to have been in court. Okay, gotcha. So what happened was they postponed his date. Before everybody goes into a tizzy saying, oh man, they getting his date postponed because he got all that money and he's paying this person off and he's paying that person off and all of this other stuff, yakety smackety. No, that is not why his court date was postponed. Actually, to be honest with you, we spoke about this a little bit on the morning coffee, today's morning coffee, but I'll go into it for everybody that missed it. So, do y'all remember when he was over in Dubai and there was that accident and nobody wasn't quite sure exactly who was in the accident, but there was an accident with a forerunner or something or other going over some kind of sand dune? Yeah, that accident. Anyway, for everybody that didn't know, there was a situation where we saw a body that was laying in like some kind of like MRI machine, checking the brain scan and all that crap. Yeah, well, allegedly they're trying to say that that was him. That 6ix9ine was actually in the accident. And because of that, he couldn't come back to America because for everybody that does not know, one, if you have a brain injury, I don't think you could fly. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think if you have a brain injury, you can't fly. But even more so, what's more important as far as this case is involved, you can have your date postponed due to medical reasons. So by 6ix9ine allegedly getting into some kind of accident and then having a medical condition, he's had his court date pushed back, I believe, 3 weeks or so. So it's been pushed back about 3 weeks. So that means that he doesn't have to come home or doesn't have to come back to America at the moment. So they moved his court date, like I said, about 3 weeks. So look, man, people can say whatever they want, but they got people that's behind this guy making sure that he's staying free, not being arrested. I think that's what they're doing, because I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. If he comes back to America right now, they're going to arrest him as soon as he gets off of the plane, period. Now, this is in regards to the situation that happened when his house was raided. Now, the odd thing about his house being raided, at least in my opinion, is his house was raided the weekend that he was basically supposed to be on his way back to America. So this is the question that I have. Did he not come back because his house was raided and because they found things in his house? Or just, just bear with me a moment. His house was raided because they didn't want him, and when I say they, I mean the authorities, didn't want him to come back just yet because they're still gathering evidence for, whatever the hell they could be gathering evidence for. Because let's keep it a buck. Somebody said something to get his house raided. I mean, yeah, for everybody that don't know, if you're on, I believe, probation or parole or whatever the case might be, they can actually come up in your house damn near whenever they please. I mean, that's like a stipulation. I think you have to actually sign a paper. Yeah, you have to actually sign a paper. I believe that you have to actually sign a paper saying that you could get searched at, any time the police feel like searching you. Seriously, I think that this is a thing. They can come up in your house at any point if you're like on probation or parole or something like that. They could come up in your house at any given time and you cannot deny them. That means that they never need a warrant to search your premises or search where your possessions are or whatever the case might be. So everybody's looking at this situation and they're saying, yo, man, I think 6ix9ine is ratting. Or, yo, man, they think this other thing is happening. I'm going to say the same thing that I said on Morning Coffee today. 6ix9ine, every time he goes across seas, he makes money for people who are not the people that he do business with in America. Treyway. So every time he goes across seas, Treyway does not come with him. He uses a different security team. He uses a different promotional team, I believe. And Treyway has zero to do with the monies that he make when he's over in Europe. The last time he came back from Europe, that's when he got stuck up shortly after returning back. Does anybody remember that? He came back, did everything that he had to do on the Fifi song, and then on his way back, driving back home from the Fifi to, dealing with that business deal, on his way driving back home, whatever the case was, is when he was accosted and the whole situation broke out and everything transpired with the quote-unquote robbery. That was right after he came back from overseas. So now he goes back overseas, and what happens? More shenanigans. So there's just a point where you have to say, you know what? Maybe 6ix9ine isn't the reason why a lot of these things are happening. Maybe a lot of these things are happening because certain people know that they're losing their grip on their money bag. Their bag is getting away. And that's probably why some of these things are happening. So, if you take that into consideration, and you take into consideration that allegedly they found a handgun in 6ix9ine's home, right? And you take into consideration that allegedly, I have a couple of sources that says that his prints was on that gun. I mean, I don't have no... I just have a couple sources that say that. At this point, maybe his prints weren't on the gun. But from what I hear, his prints are on the weapon, the gun that they found. I need to know... I don't know what to say. I'm just saying allegedly at this point. And if that is the case, and if his prints was found on that weapon that they found in his home, this is absolutely a setup. I just want to say one more thing before we leave. All right? One more thing before I close out this video. I just want to point something out. Shotty, what some of y'all call Treyway for whatever the reason is, had been around Sarah a couple of times. But after they came back from Europe, the last time he came back from Europe, that nigga damn near lived in their house. Why is that? Okay? Why did he damn near live there? The assumption could be made that he damn near lived there as protection because 6ix9ine just got picked up by some mofos that stole his chains. Right? That could be the assumption, right? So you're trying to say Shotty, who some of y'all call Treyway for whatever the reason might be, would have never actually spent all that time in 6ix9ine's home doing whatever he was doing there. It looked like he was, allegedly watching to make sure that he doesn't get injured if his chains never get snatched. Or if the situation never happened that his chains allegedly get snatched. Right? Right? But remember, 6ix9ine just came from across seas making money that they have no hold on. Making money that they cannot really force out of his hands. Because he probably doesn't even have dealings with this money that he was making. So can it be that they was keeping an eye on 6ix9ine the first time he went over there and they gave him a warning? And this time when he went over there, they decided to follow through with the warning because the first threat that they gave didn't work out. Now, I'm not saying that this was happening. Who knows what the fuck is happening? But when you get picked up, robbed, and tussled around a little, and them niggas let you go, that's a warning. Let's be frank about that. Let's be clear about that. That's a warning. And then when you go back overseas again, this time, all of a sudden, there's a weapon found in your home. Whether that's your prints on it or not, that's not the important part. The important part is there's a weapon found in your home. Why did the police think, and the feds, by the way, I'm hearing it's police and feds. Why did the police and feds think that it was an important or a smart move to check your home? Who made them think that you had something there that you was hiding? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.